At this time, we'll call to order the Board of County Commissioners meeting for the purpose of agenda review for next week's meeting. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Commissioner Schaefer?
Here.
Commissioner Allen?
Here.
Commissioner Klicka?
Here.
Commissioner Osterhaus?
Here.
Commissioner Ashcraft?
Here. Gosh. Here.
Commissioner Brown?
Here.
And Chairman Eilert.
Here. We do have a quorum present. Would the clerk please read the proposed consent agenda items?
Number 1, consider ratifying the chairman's appointment of Dennis Kissinger to the Airport Commission through July 31st, 2020. Item number 2, consider ratifying the chairman's appointment of Eric Erazo to the Criminal Justice Advisory Council through October 2nd, 2018. Item number 3, consider appointing Heidi Thummel as the 2nd District Representative to the Transportation Council through August 31st, 2020. And item number 4, consider reappointing A.J. Lang as the 6th District Representative to the Northwest Consolidated Fire District through December 31st, 2020.
Any questions on the proposed consent agenda items? All right, they will stand as presented. Next item.
Item number 5, resolution number WD 18-001, conduct a public hearing and consider authorizing funding for the engineering and construction of a Johnson County wastewater sanitary sewer force main relocation project in coordination with the City of Overland Park, KDOT, project number 46N-0648-01, in an amount not to exceed $141,500, and consider approving an agreement with the City of Overland Park, Kansas, reimbursing JCW for a portion of the relocation costs.
Ms. Pekarik.
Good morning, Chairman. Susan Pekarik with Wastewater. As read, this funding request is to relocate an existing force main that was constructed as part of the Blue River 14 Contract District 1 project, and also approve entering into an agreement with the City of Overland Park. The city is planning to improve Metcalf Avenue between 159th Street and 167th Street. Got a map up on the screen. Linda, can you make that bigger? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's there, yeah.
If you can see, I'm not, there we go, thank you. And so just to orient you a little bit, Metcalf's running down the center here, up in the upper right-hand corner. This is development just south of 159th Street. So we constructed a pump station here a couple of years ago, and our existing force main is shown here in blue. We need to relocate the portion that's shown inside the yellow circle here. Essentially what City of Overland Park is going to be doing is widening Metcalf to 4 lanes, and they'll be cutting through this area, and they have asked that we go ahead and relocate the force main ahead of their project so their project can proceed in an efficient manner. As part of the agreement, the City of Overland Park will be reimbursing the county for our share of the cost. We estimate that to be roughly 80% of the total project cost. That total project cost is estimated to be about $173,500. I'll be happy to answer any questions. This is part of our capital improvement program that we had presented to the board last year, part of our financial plan.
This is standard operating
hearing.
procedure many times when road improvements are made, is that right?
That's correct. Normally, we're included in the city's project, and we reimburse them. But this time, they're actually going to be reimbursing us because we're going to carry the project through first.
Okay. Questions? All right, well, this does require a public hearing, so we'll remain on action. Next item.
Item number 6, resolution number 006-18, and application number NW-CU-3361-OL. Consider a request from Charles and Amy Wanch, applicant landowners, for a conditional use permit for a detached garage in front of the existing home at 13375 Kimberly Circle on approximately 3.5 acres, zoned RN1, Residential Neighborhood 1 District.
Mr. Greeley.
Paul Greeley, Planning Department. So what this application is about in this zoning district, which is residential, when someone wants to put an accessory building on their property, especially if it's in front of the existing house, then a conditional use permit is the process. And so that's why this is before you. The Northwest Consolidated Zoning Board held a public hearing on this. They recommend approval with stipulations, and staff also recommends approval. On the screen is the location of this property. It's about a mile west of the city of Olathe on 135th Street, out near where the Olathe Prairie Center Park is at Cedar Niles and 135th Street.
This comes with recommendations favorable, both?
Yes, zoning board and staff both recommend approval.
All right, questions? All right, well, again, this is a zoning item. We'll stay on action. Next item.
Item number 7, resolution numbers 091-17 and 092-17, and application number NW-CU-3352 LE. Consider a request from Melissa Morris, applicant and landowner, for 2 conditional use permits to A, allow an exotic animal, a serval, and B, to allow a kennel for no more than 15 cats and 2 dogs located at 12240 Moonlight Road, remanded from the November 16th, 2017 BOCC meeting.
Really?
Paul Gree, the Planning Department. Just to remind you that this has been before this board previously and was remanded back. This board recommended particular to look at the term under the recommendations for approval, recommending for a 2-year term by the zoning board. So the zoning board took a look at this, and their recommendation is again for approval. And they're recommending 3 years, and their reason for that is it'll take about a year for this project to get built, for the cat to actually be located there. And so they thought 1 year to construct and then a 2-year term. And so their recommendation is for 3 years. Staff's fine with that. Just to remind you, on remands, you can do pretty much whatever you want at this point. You can approve as recommended by the zoning board. You can approve with your own stipulations. You could deny, of course. So just heads up on that, and available for questions.
Okay. Well, I am told that the applicant has done a good job of communicating with residents who had questions or concerns, to be complimented on that. Are there other questions? Mr. Ashcraft?
Just a curiosity, Paul, do you pronounce it serval? Serval?
Serval.
Serval. Is native of what?
Africa is my understanding.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Well, again, this is a zoning, so it will stay on action. Are there any other items?
No, sir.
All right, that concludes our agenda review for next week. Again, we will reconvene at 10:30 a.m. in rooms 202, 204 to review the citizen survey. So we are adjourned. Everybody have a safe